Welcome back to the TMF podcast. This one we're going to cover UFC 279, Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson. Look, going into this card, the fights got all switched up. That's never happened. All top three fights on the main card get all shuffled up a day before the fight. Pretty unheard of. However, I was pretty excited about it because Nate Diaz and Tony Ferguson are two durable, tough sumbitches. There is no taking that away from them. So going into this fight, I expected 5 rounds, honestly. I expected 5 rounds and a decision out of both of these guys because they both like to stand up, stare each other down, and just beat the brakes off of each other, and they're both so durable. It's impressive, honestly, how durable they actually are. And let me just throw that up there real quick. At the end of this fight, Nate Diaz comes out with a victory. Guillotine choke on Tony Ferguson. And honestly, I got asked today, do you think he just kind of gave it to him as kind of a show of respect? I don't think so. Tony went out there, Tony gave it his all, and honestly, I would say going into the 4th round, Tony was actually winning this fight, despite him looking a little bit worse for wear. The shin cut, that's negligible. I've never seen anyone bleed so much off a shin cut. And then a little bust over the eye, nothing new for Tony Ferguson. But he was doing some serious damage to Nate Diaz's legs. I think that entire strategy was very well played out for Ferguson. He was chopping him away. Diaz's leg looked rough. It doesn't really stop him, right? So that's the thing about Diaz. Like, the more you hit him, dude, the more he's ready to come at you, bro. So I was super excited to see that. And then the level change idea, I get it. Let's just try something different. From Ferguson, he went in to take him down, and he just ended up getting caught. And Diaz got him in a guillotine. And look, if you've ever been put in a guillotine off of a position like that, you don't have much time. If they've got a good lock on both sides of your neck, you really got about a second, 2 seconds to figure it out. Like, this is it, because it's not really it's not an airway choke, it's more of a blood choke, and you are gone. So Ferguson taps out, shows mad respect to Nate Diaz in. You know what? I don't think will be his last fight in the UFC. I think he will return. And, being that he is 37, and most fighters typically age out at like 40, 41, maybe 42, that's still like 4 or 5 years for Diaz. He's going to go do some other stuff. And I think he will be back just to fight some guys that might interest him, right? And that's kind of what he said in the press conference. Like, nobody right now really interests me. And it was really nice to see Tony Ferguson and OG fight Nate Diaz and OG. And it's crazy that they've been in the same weight class for so long and never fought each other. But amazing fight, 4 rounds of exactly what we thought we would see. Nate Diaz, a little bit of showboating. And I think if he honestly went up against somebody other than Tony, that the fight may have ended differently, because his little stoppages and rest times on the fence, anyone that kept pressure on him would have probably done a little more damage. But Diaz is one of them guys that just catches you, right? Just catches Tony, caught Tony a few times, and kind of stopped him and chased him down. And it's all it takes, man. It takes one punch. So this was an awesome fight. If you missed it, definitely catch the replay. Amazing fight to watch. Going into the holiday season, and this, we've got some bangers lined up, some epic fights coming up, and this one definitely shook the card up. So it was great to watch. I'm happy to see Nate Diaz happy out of his contract, and I'm looking forward to see what he does next. And I do hope that Tony gets another deserving opponent and gets his way back in there. I like seeing Tony at 170 too. I don't really like the 155 weight class for Tony. I think he needs to stay up at 170. He looks good at 170. He moves well. I'd like to see him a little bit more on the ground. Let's see if he stays there. Until next time, check out TMF Apparel USA for some merch in the link below. I'll catch you guys later.